In last week's episode, we left you with our problem of finding a campground near Madison, Wisconsin in mid-October. We ended up staying overnight in the overflow parking lot of a casino. We checked into security and they had no issues for us staying for a night. We were going to buy some food there, but it simply didn't look appetizing, so instead we baked some tater tots and called it a night. I'm up early to edit videos as usual, and Gary's still sleeping. We're going to stay here until we get an email confirmation that our package has been delivered at the local Whole Foods store.
We just dropped.
I'm just going to go this way, you know.
2-hour parking limit. Hey, look at that. There is parking.
Stay here at the truck.
Oh, this is great. It was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. You are a bit crooked, though.
I know. I'll straighten it out once you're going on your way. God, so picky. Nitpicky.
For some reason, Amazon categorized our diesel fuel filter as a hazardous material. That means we couldn't pick it up at a regular Amazon locker and instead had to find a Whole Foods location. We've used Whole Foods a few times now because they'll receive larger packages that won't fit in Amazon lockers.
Hello, how are you? Hi.
And apparently they can also have things that are considered hazardous materials. While it was a little annoying to drive 2 hours away and then back for a single part, I'm glad we had an inconvenient option rather than no option at all.
Well, I swear, Whole Foods has the whole Amazon packages thing down pat. Got that in less than a minute, I swear, walking in. Oh, awesome. But we're headed back on the road, getting back on the TWAT. But we've got to get close to it again. That was easy.
Take the next left onto Gardiner Road, then turn left onto University Avenue.
Since we didn't leave Madison until around 3 p.m., we ended up stopping in Richland Center, Wisconsin for a quick overnight stay at their local Walmart, which, as a side note, was the best Walmart we've ever been in.
Well, today's plan is to get back onto the TWAT after getting our diesel heater fuel pump. We haven't installed it yet. That's going to be a project, hopefully, tonight. But we're definitely on our way to get back. It's going to take us about a half an hour.
Since I'm nice, I'm giving you fair warning to put down your drink for the next section. We seriously did not plan these comments.
We are getting back on the trail for essentially the rest of day 2. So what'd you think so far of the TWAT, Gary?
Pretty basic. A little dirty. The scenery's nice. And we're taking it slow, so we're not going like the speed of demons are on the dirt roads. So
yeah, I agree. I'd rather take it slow and kind of enjoy the ride. I know that folks have typically said that the beginning or the southern portion of the TWAT is just kind of boring, but actually I kind of liked it. Just saw a lot of beautiful farmland, just quiet and enjoyable. Maybe it'll be more exciting later on, although I don't need it exciting. I think I can do the relaxing bit. Over the hill drive. Hey, that's hilarious.
It's getting about time to take a lunch break and get off the road. Luckily, we're right next to Wildcat Mountain State Park. Looks like a nice place to stretch our legs.
Right here.
So picnic area.
Yes, yes, that would be perfect. Is a fee.
I'm on a truck, really.
That's a pretty rough road.
It's not any river than any of the other ones we've been on.
Hi, how much is it for just a day?
Just the day pass. Do you have Wisconsin license plates?
No.
It's $11 for the day.
Wow. Boy. Okay. That's an expensive lunch.
You want to just skip it?
Well, we're okay.
Yeah, I'm
It's-
hungry. So.
You know?
No,
So we just keep on going? Okay.
We're just going to make a loop around.
Thank you.
Yeah, $11 for a 20-minute lunch break was a bit steep,
That's a lot of money.
but it does look like a solid overnight camping option with some scenic hiking. But since we're midday, we'll keep heading northish.
Well, they had to get off because that is a rough one.
We stopped in a small town named Sparta for a quick lunch in the camper and a short break from driving. I also had to figure out how far we are from our next odd destination.
So we are at an extremely quirky place. This is a mold graveyard and there's so much here. I don't even know how to comprehend this. I'm going to take you around and show you some of the particularly weird stuff, but there's a lot. These are just the molds to create the plastic pieces.
So it's like that tiger over there.
Yeah,
So that would be made with one of these molds.
right. That makes a lot of sense. Or the little ship and stuff. This is crazy. You have no, I don't think I can quite get the feel of how large this place is. Sorry about the sun, but I mean, this thing goes on for quite some time. Holy cow. We will not be able to get anywhere near through all of this, but we are definitely going to take a peek. Got the cows.
The kids slide.
That is too cool. An octopus slide. Donuts.
Donut.
This is certainly a weird place I was never expecting to come to. This is nuts. Is this guy laying down? Oh, I see. Roman guy. The Roman guy is not Roman anymore. Big strawberry.
Big boy.
Oh, you're right. That is a big boy restaurant thing. I do like
Oh, so
a
there's
good
big
burger.
boys. Yeah, so that's a smaller version of this.
Oh,
But there's a cheeseburger there.
you're right. That's the cheeseburger. Don't think they'll be using those much anymore. Those are some big boots to fill. You just do not get my humor. I think you have no humor.
Quackers.
Whackers! Ice cream. Lots of ice cream cones. Is that a dinosaur head? Maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. The dinosaur head and his feet. It's like fossils, but not really. Hippo with his head chopped off. This place is nuts. That is a big elephant. Look how big that is in compared to Gary. It is like a life-size freaking elephant.
Mm-hmm.
Dino butt. Ribbit. He's a neat one. Oh, there we go. Sharknado. He's got a fin over there. Can you imagine how much it would cost to build a mold like these? I mean, this is a lot of work. I caught a big one, Gare. We'll be eating like kings. Shamu's looking at me funny. Bessie's not doing well.
It's made out of styrofoam.
Huh. This was weird,
It was weird.
but cool. It was a good stop, a good place to
Well, you could
stretch your legs.
See where all the concrete things from the zoos and everything else come from.
But time to get back on the road.
This lesser traveled section of the road forced us to slow down a bit because of all the low-hanging branches. But slowing down is good.
One might cause us some problems. Can we get out? We'll get out. Well, luckily the tree was floppy there, so it worked okay.
Is that right?
Okay, so we can register on here. What you up to?
So there's nothing better than a road trip to have to fix stuff. Evidently, my pump went bad for the diesel heater. So evidently that's something that does happen on a regular basis. And of course, out of all the spare parts I have, that's not one of them. But we did order some from Amazon. We stopped for Madison Special to pick them up. So we got the Chinese Special. In fact, it comes with Chinese lettering and everything. So it'll fit the Chinese heater. So but we ordered two, so I got a backup. So what I did was I took this out. It's kind of a tight spot for you all to be in. But I put the new one in, took this old one out, 2 clamps. I used 2 vice grips, clamped the hoses, took the old pump out, put the new pump in. All right, so evidently I fixed the heater. We're blasting out some hot air out of my vent here, so we're good to go. So I think we're good for some cold weather now.
Yay!
So it's a little warm now, but at least it's hot coming out of there. So.
Well, we've been on the Wisconsin Trail for a solid 2 days. What are your thoughts, Gary, of the trail so far?
It's pretty simple, kind of boring at times, but I mean, there is some scenery. It is kind of interesting to see all the different farms and little itty-bitty cities that you don't normally see. It's a very definite slow road. We were on a road today that was a little bit rougher than I don't think we've run anything that rough, but it wasn't anything like out west. I mean, there was some washouts, but the washouts out west are like craters. This was just a little bit here and there, so it wasn't horrible.
I think we hit the worst road so far today, where we actually had to get out of the truck to make sure we
cleared some trees.
Yeah, and the gravel was pretty loose, and it was a bit hillier than typical. So
yeah. Other than that, the truck seems to be handling well. It's a little bit of getting used to. I think it still does a little bit of different things that you're not accustomed to, that we're not accustomed to, because it's not as stiff as it used to be. I mean, it was really stiff. Now it's a little bit looser.
So yeah, it's definitely a much cushier ride. I think the thing that I needed to get over with is the curves. So the curves used to drive me crazy in the 3500, and when we got to the 5500, the strength of those what are they called?
Leaf springs.
Leaf springs, thank you. The strength of the leaf springs kind of forced it to where it really wasn't going to do a lot of back and forth feel. With the airbags now, you have a lot better ride, but the one thing that you lose is that stiffness on the curves. So you can't have it both ways. So I think I have to get used to the fact that there's a little bit of tippy feel more than I was used to on the curves.
It's not horrible though.
Yeah.
I don't think it ranks up at the 3500 level. So, but it has some give to it. So if you're going fast into a corner, it has a tendency to, you notice it right away that you're going too fast. So.
Yeah. The one thing I've been noticing since we've been on the road for 3 days, on the TWAT for 2, is I'm tired. I guess I'm just not used to the overlanding style of driving all day and then, finding a place at night, making dinner, and then just kind of relaxing for the evening. It's a little fast paced for kind of our kind of feel. What do you think?
Oh yeah, I hate driving day after day after day, so.
Oh, that didn't work either.
I like to drive a day, spend a couple, then drive maybe another day or two.
We got to keep a decent clip on here. Although, in reality, I think a lot of people would go a lot faster even than we're going. But, I mean, what's the point of going too fast?
You get to see a lot of different scenery you don't normally see.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been down some roads that the only tire marks were horse and buggy.
That was cool. And Gary was excited. We went by an Amish school, and one of the boys did the horn thing, so he got to use his new horn.
I got to use my new horn.
So that was a treat. That was a treat. But right now, we're gonna get dinner made and relax for the evening. Dinner is ready. Show them what you got.
Who knew that
Ooh.
sweet potatoes could go on a taco?
Yes, they can. And black beans. You need both of them. It's good fiber.
Yeah.
So,
So rough roads usually have a little bit of fun with the trucks. Even if you're on it doesn't matter if you're on a 3500 or whatever, these campers have a tendency to bounce just a little bit. And when they bounce, they have a tendency to walk themselves backwards. And we're about an inch or so, maybe 2.5 inches off of the original blocks up front. So what we're going to do is since we can, we're going to lower the truck and then move the camper back just a little bit and scoot it into position. So we have to do this every now and then. A lot of it is the rough roads.
normally we have 2 of the yellow blocks underneath these pads, but we're going to see that whether the truck can lower itself enough to compensate for that. I think it will. I am not going to get used to that. There's no way I'm going to get used to that. But that is a lot of lowering. Sweet. You got to get that. Oh, are we just going to leave it in? Yeah. You might also notice that we didn't technically take the fast guns off, but we loosened them. We kind of loosened them as far as you can to kind of give us a little bit of leverage. Again, we're only moving like an inch or so, so it's not that big of a deal. Fronts are almost there? Okay. I can see without a step stool, so just a tap back. Hold on. Okay, just like a small tap back. I think that will be good. I think that will be good. All right, day 3, better late than never. So we're starting about almost noon, but we got a few things done. And was able to take showers, which is always a beautiful thing. But we're going to be getting on the road.
We're on day 3, and we still have at least 300 miles to go. We're going to have to pick up our pace a bit as we continue north. Thanks again for stopping by, and we'll see you next week as we continue riding the TWAT. So just an FYI, this trail is not intended to be technical in any way. It's really to kind of just show.
We might as well give it up right now. I know I got to do this.
This activity trail isn't intended to be...
Adventure.
This activity trail is not...
Adventure trail.
Damn it! This adventure trail is not really intended to be technical in any way. It's really to kind of showcase a lot of the Wisconsin, the rural